What's up, guys? So today we're talking about things you would notice if you drive a small car. So this list isn't going to be in any order, and let's start with the first one. So the first one I decided to choose is you can't really see ahead when you're driving on the freeway. And that's not to say that I'm always tailgating everyone, but since the car's so low and most cars are probably double the height of this car, you're more than likely not going to be able to see anything at all. Just what's in front of you, and maybe if you go like this or like this, you'll be able to see what's in the lanes on the sides, or there's a car ahead of the person you're behind. But for the most part, you really won't be able to see much. I've never had a truck or a bigger car, so it's something you get used to. So I'm used to driving the small car, so it doesn't bug me as much because you get used to it. You get used to what you have to do to be able to see ahead. But at first, when you go from driving a small car to driving a truck or something else, you're like, whoa, I can see everything now. So another thing you'll notice almost right away is it's a lot harder to get in and out of the car. And of course, that's because it's lower to the ground. Doors are going to be smaller. At least in that 2000, seats are lower, so you kind of have, there's kind of a technique to it. Especially if you get to like exotic cars, for example the i8, I've heard that car is super hard to get in and out of because it has the thick piece between the door and the seat. So you kind of have to throw yourself into the car, the best way to describe it. But like I said, that's another thing that you kind of get used to. So the next thing is going to be one of the good things about driving a small car is driving it, parking it to be more exact, is always going to be a lot easier. So when you're parking it, you pretty much just go into the space. There's not really much to it. But if you've driven a truck, you kind of have to know where you're going to start turning, and sometimes you have to reverse and get back in, and that's just a problem that you usually should not have in a small car. So something else that you'll notice is you're kind of invisible to some other drivers on the road. And it'll be apparent when someone's switching lanes and they almost hit you. It's happened to me a number of times where one time I even had to get out of the road because they literally went into me. But I had to kind of get out of the road, and that's one of the things that you have to get used to, paying attention not only to you driving, but paying attention to all the other drivers on the road, because you have to know that you're a lot smaller than anyone. And any little accident, it's going to be worse for you. So one of the things you have to get used to also, just knowing that you might not be as visible as you would be in a bigger vehicle. And also sometimes when people are reversing, they look behind and they don't see anything because your car is going to be so small that they think they're free to go. They're driving a bigger car, so they'll reverse, and it's just one of those things you have to pay attention to when you're driving a smaller car. So everyone loves getting compliments on their car, but when you're driving a car like this, a convertible roadster, people are gonna call it cute. And it's, for example, a Miata. Everyone considers it a girl's car, but the Miata and the S2000 are very, very similar. So whenever someone compliments my car, which it's not very often, at least as often as I thought it would be. So when someone compliments my car, it's usually like an older lady, and she's like, wow, your car's so cute. So I don't get offended because I know it's a compliment. They're not trying to be mean with it. So I'm like, oh, I just say thank you. But I know some other guys that if someone calls their car cute, they'll take it as an offense, like, what, my car's not cute. But one of the things that you can't take it as an offense if it's coming from, or if they want you to see it as a compliment, they're not saying it in a mean way. Now if it's someone that's doing it purposely to make you mad, like, oh wow, your car's cute, then it's like, okay, can you stop? But for the most part, it's something you just take it as what it is, a compliment. So that concludes today's video. It feels good to finally be behind the camera again. It's been a while since I've made a video like this. So thanks for watching. If you have anything else to add to the list, add it down below. So leave a like and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.